Hello, hello, hello. Precious friends, well, it is so funny. I'm getting people over for tonight for nachos evening. My son that's visiting is leaving tomorrow. We are leaving in a couple of days for Thailand, and guess what? All I want to do is just create. I just need, never mind want, I just need to sit here and just play. No plan, nothing. There's enough stuff that I need to do. I just took my afternoon nap. Sonny went to visit some of his friends. And I woke up and I just came, sat here and just played with my little books. So yesterday I just started to tear up some pages because guess what? I just wanted to make some of these little books. If there is something that I absolutely love doing, it's to create my little journals and then to do that. It's just so rewarding to just sit and make these spines. It's just absolutely lovely. So yesterday I sat and I just sewed these two. This one actually became too thick and I had some pages left over and I thought, oh man, just create a little one. And the awesome thing was, when I was putting this one together, I decided I'm gonna put the piece of cloth fabric on the outside. And then I was sitting here and I saw my doily and I just sewed it on. Isn't it gorgeous? I just sewed on my little doily. I cut it in two. I just sewed it with my machine and I absolutely love this look. No thinking, just playing. And my gratitude journal, a journey to your creative heart, I just stuck that in, just sewed a little piece of thing there. And you know what I absolutely love when I create my little books is the stapler. I love my stapler. I don't know why. So I just took one of my leaves that I preserved with gelatin, glycerine. Glycerine. And I just staple on a little piece. You know, the more I create these little books, the more I just do whatever I want. And I am falling in love with that process. The process of just do what comes naturally to me. You know, we forced ourselves to do so many things and it's exhausting. And then you get to a point where you have no idea who you are and it is just terrible. And now I am just learning. A friend on YouTube, her channel's name is Birdie the... You see, I'm still not even awake and I'm already creating. That is what I actually realized. You know, the more relaxed you are after you get up, the more stillness the more you just create without thinking. And that to me is a wonderful thing. My creative episodes where I really just enjoy playing is when I just woke up. But you see, now I try to remember things. Birdie the hippie chick, something like that. And she asked, because she realized when I was talking one day that I wasn't always free like this. And she asked, how did I get to where I am now? And I'm actually thinking about it. Been thinking, how did I get here? Remember, about 3 years ago, I was a acrylic artist. I just did acrylic paints for 15 years. I just thought that was art. I didn't know anything else. I loved it, and then I got bored with it and whatnot. And then I went to an art course. Told you this many times before, and I've learned you can do art on paper, and you can use inks and pastels and chalks, and that's pastels, but also this the other ones. And I couldn't believe my eyes. Then I stumbled upon making books and eco-dyeing, and the more things I started to try, started to do, the more free I became, because, and this is the thing, I am finding out what makes me come alive. And it is things like my little stamps. I bought some stamps at a charity shop, and nothing nicer. Perhaps I was a secretary in my first life. I don't know. As I said, I love the stapler. I love gluing. And now I love stapling. And I just take my little books and I just randomly stamp in them. And I love it. So it is actually ridiculously funny. I can only laugh because of this. So I think the first thing is we got to try new things and just go for it and find out what makes us come alive. You know, and that fear of not being perfect, that got to go, because another thing I've also realized, my little granddaughter, she always asked, or she was at the stage where she asked, Oma, what are you an expert on? And then she would ask, Opa, and what are you an expert on? And I was thinking about that, and I realized something. The only expert that I am actually on, call it I don't know, that's the wrong English, but you know what I mean, is being me. I'm an expert at being me, you know? So why not allow myself to be me? Why do I want to be expert in something else when I am an expert at being me? So I got to find out who I am.